All right, guys, just quickly before we get into this video, unfortunately, this episode was recorded before the Champions League final, so we didn't actually get to record anything after the Champions League, like our reactions or anything like that. So apologies for that. And secondly, we'll be taking a 1 to 2 months break. I don't want to give a certain time, 1 to 2 months break. Because it's preseason, obviously, so there isn't that much content to be done. But what we're going to be doing during this time is we're going to be recording a lot of episodes similar to what you're about to watch. If you do end up enjoying it, let us know in the comments so we make sure that we record a lot of those type of episodes. And also, what I promised previously to you guys, which was the on-field football stuff. So apologies again in advance, but enjoy the episode. How's it going, people? And welcome back to the GalacticOz Podcast. We've got a very, very special episode today with a star-studded cast, lads. This, I'm sorry to my family, but this is my favorite cast.
I hate my family. First, you have to say, I hate my family.
I hate my family. No, boys, we love you. We love Hasid Rees, Midris, Hamid Alpha, Hussein Alpha. Big shout out, but you guys can enjoy this one from home.
You guys have become strangers, wallahi.
Of course.
We miss you all, man. Come back.
The rotations will happen soon. No way. Nah, I'm joking. Today we've got with us Sabir. Yaqub is back. Ravo. Tawfiq, finally after hiding from all those weeks of Arsenal losing, is back. Abdullah, of course, back again. We've got, as I said, we've got a special one today. Firstly, thanks to SDS for the idea. I've watched. Obviously, we watch your podcast and we gather ideas from different podcasts. But yeah, so this episode is basically based on what they did as well, the format that they did. Make sure you go in and watch what they did as well.
Don't show them too much love to them. They hate on Tottenham too much. I don't like that podcast, bro.
Relax.
They hate on my club too much.
That was an episode for the ages.
Yeah. So
Chaos.
We'll talk about that another time. We'll talk about that another time. But basically, what they did is a game which is called Football Mafia. So it's a twist on what Mafia is actually, if everyone has ever played that. So I'll explain the rules. So basically, what I did is I got everyone to text me a text in regards to a topic for 4 rounds. So the first round will be about player comparisons. Second round will be about hot takes. Third round will be football rules. And there was another round as well that we'll go through as we're going. But basically, everyone sent me a statement for each round. I've collected those statements. And what we're going to do is we're going to go round by round. And I'm going to send 4 reviews, the original statement that you guys have sent me. One of yous will receive a statement that I made up on the spot. But you guys have to defend it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 minutes per round. And we're going to have at the start of every round, everyone will say their statement. We'll go around one by one saying the statement. No one will comment on anything. Just say the statement. And then we'll begin. You discuss.
So if we don't get a text from you with a random statement, we just read our statement?
And you defend your normal statement.
Okay.
What if I don't want to defend my statement?
Then
it defends itself, like I just said, and that's it.
Okay, no, you're giving up the round, basically.
No, you're going to be losing.
Well, you never know.
So
I don't think 10 minutes is enough.
Maybe I'm doing that just to...
No, we have to condense this. We have to.
It's going to be minimum 15.
No. So
let's keep more time. You know,
basically,
20 minutes.
So I can continue explaining it to the viewers and to you guys as well, how this works with the point system. So, say for example, for this round, Tawfiq is the imposter or the mafia, and everyone else is whatever. You guys have your normal statements. At the end of each round, we will vote for who we think the imposter is. Okay? So, say for example, Abdullah votes for Tawfiq, but no one else votes for Tawfiq. Everyone else votes for each other. Now, Tawfiq has fooled Sabir, Yaqub, and Ravo. So, he gets 3 points. So only the imposter will get maximum 4 points. Everyone else, you will only get a point if you did vote correctly. If you voted incorrectly, you will not get a point. Make sense?
Slightly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's clear.
I sort of get it.
We're going to have to tag team in some rounds, boys.
No, I'll let you guys know. But anyway, so you guys know as well, the imposter won't be the same every round. So don't go like, this round it was Tawfiq, next round it might be Abdullah. Okay, it can't be Abdullah again, it has to be Ravo. Don't use that logic because I've mixed it up. Okay? Are we ready, lads?
Yeah.
I'm actually excited for this
go.
because I don't need to do shit.
Are we getting text messages now?
And you sit on a bit of an
Only one person will get a text. No,
All of you will get
text
it.
messages.
All of you will get a text message. It will either be your original statement or it will be a statement of mine. What you're going to do at the end of the round, for these whiteboards, obviously, we're making money now at the podcast. So I've got these whiteboards. So what you're gonna do is you're
You
gonna write.
don't want to know how much this costs.
It costs a lot. What we're gonna do at the end of the round is you write your name, or
Who you think the imposter is.
who you're voting for on here. We'll tally up the votes later on, and then at the end
But you'll tell us each round.
of the round,
Yeah.
we'll give a nice bit of suspense. Okay, for whoever it is that's the imposter, put up your hand. Okay,
Done.
Alas?
Well, hey, but there's the laptop on that side. How come they can see
No,
your
no,
screen?
this is where I tally the points. Everything is on my phone.
Okay,
know.
okay.
I know,
I
don't
just
worry.
wanted. I'm just
Don't
saying,
worry.
just
Don't
in
worry.
case.
Don't worry.
I don't trust Sabir, hey.
All right. I'll send it one by one, lads, huh?
Okay.
Ah, yeah, the imposter is. I'm gonna sit on the middle of an angle.
I've got a name already. I've got a name.
You written already?
Nah, I already got a name.
Whoever, by the way, is the imposter. To make it very obvious for you, I've written at the top that you are the imposter, and you only read
What
the
do you
statement.
mean?
Okay.
This is the imposter.
All right.
I've got a name.
Thanks, Ravo.
All right. Everything is sent, boys. It's only on WhatsApp.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
So what we're gonna do?
Are you gonna announce the round?
Yeah, I'm gonna announce the rounds one by one. Wait, let me just write this real quick. Why is everyone quiet? You guys scared?
This is gonna be very
We
difficult.
need.
You know why?
Drum rolls.
It's gonna be difficult because how you gonna know what take somebody has if all the as for example, Tawfiq, he's only given us his opinion on Arsenal here.
Yep.
So
yep.
if he's you don't know anything about his other takes.
His both views are.
So it's gonna be
so
impossible.
he's like the mysterious
to know.
one. It's not meant to be.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be throw-offs.
You're meant to throw it off.
If you're the imposter, you gotta throw him off.
No, but I'm saying the ones we sent to Amir.
No. What?
It was meant to be things you believe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
What Abdullah's saying, he doesn't know like his football takes.
I don't know his
It's
general
hard to.
football takes. I just know his
By
Arsenal
the way,
takes.
Yeah.
but when I'm making these statements, I'm not giving outlandish stuff.
Yeah,
It's very
you're giving
subtle
something-
stuff.
Yeah,
Very
Yep.
subtle.
Yep.
All right.
That.
So
I feel like something.
Layla.
Why is he getting a bit nervous?
I'm not
freaking
nervous,
love this.
but I'm not
I
here to
just-
lose.
I am a winner.
So wait, what happens if you're not Mafia and they guess it's you?
that's
That means
okay.
you get points.
they-
Nah, you don't get any points.
The Mafia wins, yeah?
Dead.
You only get points if you guess right,
Yeah, okay.
and the other
And if
person
you
that gets
avoid
points if
being
you're the
pointed at,
if you're
yeah.
the mafia.
Okay.
Those are the only two people that get points.
Okay.
You guess right, or you're the mafia. All right. So as we said, there's multiple rounds with multiple different topics. The first round is the player comparison round.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll get Sabir. You read your first one, then we'll go from Yaqub, then Abdullah, Tawfiq, Raver.
Okay.
So just read it.
Player
Oh,
comparison.
sorry.
You're looking at my phone.
I actually wasn't looking at the phone, but go.
Hey, don't look at his
each
phone.
other.
Yeah.
Okay. My statement is Lampard is a better player than both Scholes and Gerrard.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh, Yaqub.
Yeah.
My one is, let me just pull up this message. Kulusevski is better than Saka. Interesting.
That's so random.
Abdullah, go for it.
Cesc Fabregas is a better midfielder than Javi Hernandez.
Tawfiq.
Morgan Gibbs White and Eze Obere are better than Odegaard as 10s.
Raver.
Bikari is better than David Raya.
We gotta. You have to remember. How are we gonna remember all of
Hey,
this?
you can
Tottenham
ask
fans.
him.
No.
So what we're gonna do now?
Wait,
I'm gonna
right,
I'm gonna put the timer on.
Yeah.
I might give you guys a bit of leeway, but I'm gonna try to limit it to 10 minutes.
Yep.
You can literally pick on whoever the heck you want to pick on right now to start.
Pick one, or do we each have to just go and defend our
You're
statement?
gonna all have to defend it. Everyone's gonna defend. No one's gonna stay quiet here.
Yep.
So, Sabir, explain why you believe in your statement.
Okay. I believe that in terms of like if we give the three players different marks for every skill, let's say defensively, like attack wise, or being more comprehensive overall, if you get the average of every single skill for a midfielder, I think Lampard has the better average than Gerrard and Scholes. I know Scholes is better defensive in the defensive end. I think he's better as a third. Let's say if you have a triangle in the midfield, I think he's better as a third piece of that triangle. I think Gerrard is like some sort of extreme when it comes to some midfield what you call it, like yeah.
Do you think he has
Yeah.
enough? Like, what do you value more in a central midfielder? What's your
That's
opinion?
okay for me.
Do you,
to
would
be
you
honest,
rather someone that's all well-rounded, or do you want somebody that's a specialist?
I want someone who's more like overall better than the others. That's what I'm saying. Like well-rounded. So that's what I see. He's a goal scorer. He's a goal scorer. He's good with defense. I think he's not as good as maybe Jared or Scholes, but he's fine. But at the other points, he's way better. That's why I look at the average. That's what I look at.
Who do you prefer?
Me?
Like, who do you like as a player?
I would say Lampard too.
Lampard still?
Yeah.
I think
I got him.
Maybe I'm trying that. Maybe I'm doing that on purpose. You'll never know. Maybe I'm that good. Maybe I'm not.
When can we do it? Because I already got to read it down.
Okay.
Guys, you can't only explain that long.
He was defending it and said, I like an all-rounder. And he said Lampard. I was like, nah. Gerard's the all-rounder.
Okay. We'll see.
If you guys think that's enough from him and you don't want to question him anymore,
okay.
that's
Anything else?
Don't worry.
Yaqub,
tell us why Kulusevski is better than Saka.
Kulusevski is better than Saka. Well, one, you got to know that I'm a Tottenham fan. So
We
I'm
know
a bit
that.
biased.
Are you a Tottenham fan, yeah?
Yeah, proud. But anyways, it's not just, look, if we say on form, I think Bukayo Saka is better. But
On
in terms
form?
of, on form. Bukayo Saka is better. No, Kulusevski's been injured this season mostly.
No. This is the first season that Kulusevski's done anything, bro.
No.
Bukayo Saka has been consistent from day one.
Bukayo Saka has been in better form than Kulusevski in form.
Better
but
form
this
his whole
season-
life.
This season.
His whole life.
No, wait. Let me get what I'm trying to say to you. The reason why I say Kulusevski is better than Bukayo Saka is technical ability. Bukayo Saka, good player. Look at these Arsenal fans looking at me. Anyways, Bukayo Saka is a good player on his left, but I feel like he's so one-dimensional. Strength.
Kulusevski's not.
No. Kulusevski's a passer.
No, Yaqub, you know what?
Kulusevski's a runner.
I used
Kulusevski's a
to be,
scorer.
I used to be like you.
Kulusevski, bro.
We know.
Kulusevski can
Saka's
play in
not
the
technical.
10. Kulusevski can play right wing. Kulusevski can play
Does
striker.
Kulusevski get doubled up every single game?
Sorry?
Does he get doubled up every single game
And
still
find a way
scores?
around it?
And still scores every game.
Kulusevski
does get
performs
marked.
in.
He's
Well,
the-
hold on. Kulusevski performs in big games.
Big
Bukayo
games.
Saka.
You're 17th in the league.
Relax,
Huh?
bro.
And the
Hey,
European
hey,
It's about finding
European
the
champion.
imposter.
of Europe.
I think you're
Yeah, it's about finding the
Nah.
imposter. You're taking it personally.
No,
No, but you need to
hey.
understand.
Hey.
Sabit, it's big potential that he's gonna give. Even if this statement isn't his, Ahmed is gonna give him a statement that he's capable of defending.
Okay,
So
you
it
know,
could be
for
him.
me, he's trying too much. To be honest.
You reckon?
Yeah, he's trying too much.
I'm trying to hard. But Kulusevski is better than Saka.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he not better than Saka?
No, absolutely not.
You
he's
keep
not.
repeating that.
You
I
know
don't
he's
know.
not.
I'm saying.
That, but hey, look,
he believes
look,
that.
hey,
Something he was saying.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Look.
By
By form, Bukayo Saka is better. The reason why and look, you know what you said before.
No.
You know what you said. Who do you rate as a player?
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
Over the last 3-4 seasons, has Kulusevski in any of those seasons had a better season than Saka?
No.
Okay.
So how is he better than him?
Okay, now let me explain
tell
it.
us.
Now let me explain it. The reason why I say he's a better player than Saka is because he can do more. He's a more of an
But
alpha
he
player.
doesn't
He
do
can
it, though.
create.
When has
He
he
can
done
score.
it?
He
When
hasn't
has
done
he
it.
done it? When has he
He's
done
never
it?
done it.
Okay. When we first signed Kulusevski in January, 2 seasons ago, his GA combined only second to De Bruyne. Bukayo Saka is not capable of doing those things. Mind you, not only that is Bukayo Saka plays in a possession dominant team. Kulusevski doesn't get the ball as much as Bukayo Saka. Let's be honest now.
I've heard enough.
Don't be biased. No, don't be biased, lads. Come on. How many times? Hey, no. Hold on.
In the first round,
Abdullah. How many touches of the ball? How many touches of the ball does Bukayo Saka get?
I'm done.
Hey, it's why I keep.
Trust me on this one. Trust me on this
All
one.
right. Anyways, I rest my case. Please don't vote for me.
Yaqub,
Please. I'm gonna say you off with that one.
No comment.
You know what you can do. You can make sure that they vote for you. So then,
Boys, I hope you know. One of these are the Mafia. I can already tell you right now. Because they're jumping too quick. They're jumping too quick onto me. I'm telling you,
attack one of them. Then.
Huh?
You don't know.
Mr. Rover, you know my name, yeah?
Let's
I
hear
rest my
the
case.
rest of them. Yeah.
No, but whose statement do you guys would at least want to hear? Like, because I heard some pretty
No,
ridiculous stuff on that
I
side.
still want to hear. I still want to
No,
hear.
it's because the explanations are so long. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I feel like it's just like they're just air
Well, that's
thinking on the
with
spot.
yours.
Lads.
My one.
Yeah, what was yours?
Bukayo is better than David Raya. It was a simple
Explain
one.
yourself,
We
bro.
won the Europa League, and he had an unbelievable performance in the final.
his.
Come on, Kaz. What
That's
else do you want me to say?
his. That's
Better
his.
keep it in the
How
air.
many
That's
golden
his.
gloves?
He meant that, bro.
How many golden gloves?
That's has he got?
That clean sheets when you got Saliba and Gabriel in front of you for the whole season versus when you got Christian Romero and Van der Ven injured for the whole season.
You've convinced us that this is your statement.
Yeah, Come on.
But
That's
the
his-
statement
that's
is,
his.
is completely false. But it's your
No,
statement. So
that's a
we'll
true
let you lay off
statement.
the
That's a true statement.
It's
Nah,
something
it's not.
that
It's
you
not.
would say. So
Absolutely David Raya, even with this strong defense, bro, the saves he pulls out every game.
Who, Vicaria?
Look at Vicario shot.
Abdullah, it's something that only someone delusional enough to be a Tottenham fan. Would
It's
say.
not.
I was like,
It's not.
Boys. We don't want this to get chaotic. Let everyone speak at a time.
Let's
okay?
move on. Let's move on.
Let everyone speak
No,
at a
but
time.
like, just genuinely believe that David Ray is way better than Vicario.
Okay.
And I don't say, well, he's better.
Wait, you're saying David Ray is way better than Vicario?
They're saying that. I'm saying
Oh,
my
oh.
statement was Vicario's better than David
Yes,
Ray.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Okay. Yeah, I will go with Tawfiq. Let's
Mine
hear
was Aberi Eze and Morgan Gibbs-White are better 10s than Odegaard.
Now this
That-
one.
That is the most wildest statement in the
one-
world.
No,
I-
from
no,
an
I'm
Arsenal
genuinely-
fan,
Yeah.
he might be the imposter.
I-
Straight away.
Yeah, that's a bit of a throw.
Let me tell you why. I watch Arsenal all year,
Yeah.
and I know that we can get more from a 10 in them two in the Premier League than we can from Odegaard. Odegaard, for me, as a 10, is useless. He's that guy that looks good but does nothing. So for me, I'm looking at the other two productivities with lesser teams. Morgan Gibbs-White's a player, young. Put him in the 10 in Arsenal, he wins games. He scores more goals. Aberi Eze the same. I think Odegaard is why Real Madrid sold him. It's always that. It's like when City let go of Gabriel Jesus. There's always a fault in their game that no one sees until they become the main man. It's the reason they can't be main man at big clubs. He's Arsenal's main man, our captain, everything. In that Champions League semi-final, I saw everything I need to know that we can't progress to the next level if he doesn't have competition. Yeah. He needs to be able to sit on that bench and say, okay, I got two guys in front of me or someone in front of me that's going to play.
What do you think he lacks?
Him, goals and assists. He doesn't do anything. He's at the
Ball
second
striking,
assist.
bro.
Ball strike. He don't shoot.
Stinker.
He doesn't finish chances. Like, he's not a. I don't understand. He plays nice football when he links and ticks the play, and him and Saka combine well. But for a 10, if you look at across the league, there's so many better 10s than him. Like, he just doesn't. I don't even know how many goals he scored this year.
Bruno Fernandes.
That was a personal. That was a personal muhayyad. So that's
But
definitely
you know
your own
why
statement, bro.
I'm thrown off a bit?
Nah.
Because this guy's the type of Arsenal fan that didn't come across to me as the type of Arsenal fan that criticizes
His
Arsenal
own team,
players.
yeah. Like, I
No,
would
this
have
is
thought.
very specific.
That's why I'm so
the two
worried,
players,
bro.
The two players he mentioned, that's too specific.
I
bro.
know. Also,
That's too
that
specific.
take of
Yeah.
those two players
Yeah.
can be his take because
Yeah.
he's African. He's from the UK. they like them type of boys. They want to
Shout out
promote
to-
them
shout out
type
to
of
the
boys.
niggas, shout out to the
And to be
niggas.
honest, one more thing. I don't think Amir shares the same opinion with him.
Yeah,
So
reckon?
that's why it's like,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
true.
I don't know. This one is
Nah,
not
this
your
is
fault. I'm not
This
gonna
is
lie.
definitely
Yeah,
his
so it's like,
I'm
yeah.
very excited to see Abdullah's one now. Because you're a suspect. Just
Off the statement.
off the cuff.
Come
Yeah,
on,
but
bro.
Before you say anything, you're
let's
a
just hear
suspect.
yours. This is actually, we're going on very good timing right now. Let's hear yours. Abdullah.
Cesc Fabregas is a better central midfielder than Javi Hernandez.
You know what's crazy?
I'm gonna tell you why.
I believe
Just-
you,
I'm changing my
but
mind.
No, wait, let's hear
I'm
Abdullah's
gonna tell
reasoning.
you why. I'm gonna
What's
tell
your
you why.
reasoning?
First of all, I've always said that football gets harder the further up you go on the pitch. The further up. So defensive line, it's easier position than central midfield. Central midfield is an easier position than being in the front three. That's what I think. 100%. Cesc Fabregas, from day one, he helped take Arsenal to the Champions League final in 2006. He was 18 years old. Since then, only Lamine Yamal has done this. Pushed Barcelona all the way to the heights of football. Cesc Fabregas, we sold Patrick Vieira. He came in. We never missed a beat. At 18, he played in the 2006 World Cup. Before all of the Iniestas and Xavis broke through, this guy was already like stamped his authority on the world game in general. Secondly, he's a goals and assist person. He was carrying the Arsenal team through the Arsene Wenger days, the early Emirates days. He was the soul of the team, carrying the team through. If you swap the two, I think Cesc Fabregas can do what Javi Hernandez does, which is sit at the base of the midfield and control a game.
Cough real quick.
Javi can't do what Cesc Fabregas was doing for Arsenal in the Premier League, carrying the team, pulling the team through the mud. I don't think. I think if you swap the two around,
Wild statement, but I know it's yours, so I know who to vote for now.
That's smooth.
we
That's smooth.
no.
The statement's mad.
We seen Abdullah. We seen Fabregas play for Barcelona.
yeah.
He couldn't do what Xavi
No,
did.
because he was the last in.
Hey,
They were
it's
already
not about whether we
established.
agree or not. It's whether it's
Yeah,
his
it's
comment, and I
mine,
can.
yeah, yeah.
I know.
I believe him. I believe
that's
it's his.
That's his statement.
But that's mad.
Kaz,
Yeah.
but at the same time, that statement's too good to be true.
Yeah. I just don't know.
But at the same time,
I'm thinking, who else would say that though?
Okay.
no, yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah.
Knowing Abdullah's age,
Yeah.
he grew up watching Fabregas. Like
That's
this
my
is
guy.
that's peak. So at the same time, I'm like,
Don't vote for me.
Hey,
That's
can
my
we
guy.
try to figure out who it is, like amongst ourselves?
So,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, we can.
No, you guys have had your chance, yeah?
Quick one discussion.
No.
Wait, so
no,
is that
I
mean
don't
there's
want,
two mafias?
No,
or
only one.
There's only one, but I don't want you to sway people.
Okay.
I don't
No,
want you to
that's part
start
of the
swaying.
game.
No,
We
no,
can't
I-
sway people on this round.
on this
Oh,
round.
wait,
Because if
Abdullah,
No.
Abdullah, I told you he's trying too hard.
Wait, so only one
He's trying
person
too hard.
got a fake
Hey,
statement.
I'm telling you now, it's up.
Yeah, man knows.
Hey,
All right, boys.
Okay.
I want you guys all to write who you think it is on your whiteboard
I'm
and
done.
don't change it.
I'm
Just
done.
keep it that
Hey,
way.
I'm telling you,
changing.
Tim.
I'm not changing anything. I'm done.
It's so obvious to you.
Why are you
bro.
looking at me?
It's so obvious to you, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
It's so obvious.
He was talking too much.
Trust
now,
me.
Yeah, we'll see. But when you say Lampard is better than Gerrard, and
I believe that.
nah,
I
that's
believe
rubbish. That's rubbish.
Saying
I
too
believe
much.
that.
You know you
I
don't
genuinely
believe
believe
I
that.
think he won, but
Okay.
All right, we'll start off with Raver. Raver, who did you vote for?
After critical thought, I have voted for Sabir.
Well done.
Over explanation as well.
Good job.
I voted for Sabir. But
Yes.
can I just say, I just think it's Yakub now. 'cause we're talking Germany.
Yeah, towards the end.
Hey, that was the right
trying too
vote.
hard.
Already
He's
said
trying
I
too
can't
hard.
change.
That's the right vote.
That's the only reason.
Abdullah, who did you vote for? Boys, leave your votes up front so I can have a look at when I'm writing it
I
down.
have no idea if the take Sabir got is really his because
Yeah,
I
wallah.
don't know his opinion on English players.
Yeah.
That's the only throw off.
Okay,
But
yeah.
so because I don't know that, it may well be his. But I know Yaqub is not delusional enough to think Kulusevski is
Thank
better
you.
than Saka.
100%.
I know that.
I'm with him on that.
I got Yaqub, aka nice haircut.
I didn't get it. Hey, I'll tell you this before I raise my one. Abdullah, that is the most Amir statement ever.
What?
The one, Lampard.
Lampard's better?
That's literally Amir speaking. But anyways,
It's okay.
Sabir, and the imposter is Sabir, isn't it? Tell us.
The imposter is, would you please raise your
Put your
hand?
hand up.
Well done, lads.
I am the imposter.
Way. Wow.
That one was good.
Repeat
That
your
one
statement. What was your statement?
My real statement or this
No,
statement?
this statement.
Vicario is better than David Raya.
Do you actually believe it?
I
though?
believe David Raya is better than Vicario.
No, what? First of all,
See, I got. He did the same thing.
That's a
It's
good
exactly
start.
what I
Let's go,
said.
let's go.
Can I say my actual? Can I say my
Raver,
What's your actual statement?
Raver, that's 4 points, by the way. 4 points to Raver and 0 to everyone else. No one
Can I say
voted
my
for
actual
you.
statement?
Yeah.
His actual statement, though. Can we say it?
Say it.
Falcao's better than Haaland.
What?
Well, that's
That's
real.
wild.
That's real.
No,
That's real.
Peak Falcao is better than Haaland.
That's real.
2010 to 2014.
That's wild.
the header mentioned. Come on, bro.
I've never seen a striker better than him.
Yeah,
Remember
the header
that?
mentioned, bro.
You're all on 0, so now you all have to fight for something, bro.
Hey, Raver, you got us there.
Raver is completely
But I
clear.
feel like Amir helped you a little bit on that one.
Nah, bro.
No,
Bro,
so
you
this,
gave your
this is
Tottenham
boys.
players.
This is
That's why
this
it's making it
Listen,
hard.
boys. Before you say anything, this is what I wanted to. This is why I chose this guy to be the first one, and that statement. So you know now where it's heading. Don't start thinking, oh,
could
this is
be
Amir's
very
statement.
convincing,
This is
yeah.
this is that. It's nothing to do with this.
Okay.
It's nothing to do with this. So just make sure you're thinking clearly. Well, like,
Come
make
on,
sure you're
Amir.
thinking clearly, bro.
Get your popcorns out, boys. Another Grammy award-winning act show coming from Raver.
Rainbow, my
Bro,
God,
no one even suspected.
Leader.
Nobody
Yeah.
suspected it. While he was speaking, we told
You
him
know
stop.
what?
I believe you. Just move on.
It's not because that shout is not as outlandish as yours.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
wallahi,
shout is
you're
not
right.
as
Yeah, wallahi,
outlandish as
you're
yours.
right. Yeah, you're
Yours
right.
is so outlandish.
Yeah.
It could. That's what Ahmed should have given. Something a bit crazy.
Let me
And-
tell you this.
and the-
Wallahi al-azim. Wallahi. I literally wrote as a fake statement for Yaqub, Kulusevski is better than Saka. Wallahi.
then that's what he sent you,
And
huh?
then he sent me it. And I was like, okay, this guy's an idiot by himself. Leave it that way,
Damn
Yaqub.
it.
I can't believe you think that.
Rainbow, like,
Nah, I genuinely do, bro.
Fair play, bro. Fair play.
Acting.
Lads,
Actually, you know, it's not Rainbow, it's Ahmed. Wallahi. That was a layup.
Yeah,
Wallahi.
that's a good one.
You're
That's
strong.
Raver's
That was
smashed
a
it.
layup, bro.
Raver's smashed
Well,
it.
next one, yeah.
All right, next round, lads, is the hot take round. Okay? So I'm going to forward everything to everyone now. No one show each other their phones, okay? Just
No,
don't.
I don't suspect it anymore. I don't suspect it anymore. I think it's going to be across this table, this one.
Now you guys know that I won't be defending my statement. I just say it. I try a little bit.
Like, all you niggas got the work. By the way, guys, just so you know, there's tactics to this. So now you guys can make sure in a round, you at least vote for someone who you don't think it is as well. Because you don't want the imposter to get that many points. Raver now is so far clear that maybe the next couple rounds, no one might
No.
even get to 4 points.
Yeah, we need to catch the
Might
imposters.
bottle the
You know what I mean?
4-point run.
Exactly. So, everyone's got their statements. No one showed their phones to anyone. We'll start off with Raver. Read your statement and then we'll just move along.
My statement is an average player can be the best player in the world under a good system.
Tawfiq?
Mason Greenwood is the best English attacker on current form.
Abdullah?
Bruno Fernandes will be top 10 midfielders by the end of his career. Top 10 midfielders in the Prem by the end of his career.
Yaqub?
And should become the manager of Man City when Pep leaves.
Really?
Sabir?
Okay, Barca win the Champions League under Flick.
And this time, we'll start off with Yaqub. With that beautiful statement of his.
Ange?
I'll repeat it again. Ange will become should become the manager of Man City when Pep leaves. To be honest, there's two parts of this. Well, seriously. Number one, Ange Postecoglou, trophies, mentality. He's the type of manager, for his whole career, he has dealt with mid-teams, to be honest. Besides maybe Celtics. They were good in their league relatively. The thing with Man City is a whole different system. Not only that is, Man City now is in the back end of their, the dominance. And so they need a push. Who better than Ange Postecoglou? Not only that is, the quality of managers that are out there now, it's like people are looking, or teams are looking for a new type of managers. You know, Mourinho's and your Ranieris and these guys, they're kind of starting to fall off. So I think, especially in the Premier League, where it's a results-based business, I think they need to bring Ange in. Simple as that. I'm done.
Anyone want to?
Not too. I don't want to say too much. You guys have any questions?
After last round, I know he's crazy. So
At least we understand each other now.
Are you serious?
Huh?
Are you serious?
Of course I'm being serious. And look, and the other, actually, I said there's two parts of it. I was very disappointed with Ange's performance in the Premier League. But the thing is, I actually think that's not too much on Ange. One, we had injuries. But two, it's also the mentality of the club that he was trying to change. Man City doesn't have a mentality issue. Man City are mentality monsters. The only thing is, they need a push to go. Sometimes I watch Man City games, it almost seems like they're giving up. They just, like, the connection between Pep and the players sometimes, it looks a bit off. And who pushes players?
I think the jump that you're making for him is a bit too crazy. But it might be your statement. But
no, it is my statement. I'm telling you.
Because Ange has managed top dominant teams in Victory, where he did it here, and then Australia as well. He won the Asian Cup with them because he had some of the best players in Asia, and he did it at Celtic. So managing a top team, he can do it. If he's got the quality, he can play his players.
But it's not only that,
but I feel like you made the jump too high for him. But anyways, it might be your statement.
But can I
said?
I just think
It's a bit crazy.
when you say something like that about Ange, he's currently 17th best manager in the Premier League. Tactically, I don't think he's the greatest. He doesn't adaptable. He's like Amaran, they're not adaptable to games. So for me personally, I don't think he could go toe to toe with some of the best in the Champions League. I just don't think it's possible.
He has done it in Celtic.
We're talking about quality.
done it.
Man
No,
City,
no, no.
Man City has the quality in the players. The problem is, you have to understand, he's managing Tottenham. As much as I hate to say it, like, Tottenham isn't that good. Should we be 17th? No. We have had injury problems, and you're right. He's a one-dimensional manager. He's a one-dimensional manager. Means he likes to bring his kind of DNA to the club. But at the end of the day, Ange's biggest strength is getting players to get over the line.
Fair enough.
Results-based
He's a
business.
winner. I like him.
Ange can
I
do
like
it.
him. He's a winner.
Fair enough.
That's why I think Premier League, Champions League, even the Champions League, Man City might be able to come back.
I believe you, though. I believe you.
Anyone want to question anyone else's take?
Yeah.
To the next person, isn't it?
Oh, you can just go through whoever you want.
I want
to
to. I'm questioning Sabir and Tawfiq's statement,
Okay.
and Abdullah as well too, because why?
I'm happy to defend mine right now.
No, because I just don't know why a Man United person like player is coming to your mind. That just sounds weird.
But I think he would do
I
it.
don't question yours because you're Real Madrid die hard. I know that,
Yep.
and you just hate Barcelona.
But you don't want to get thrown off. He's still under suspicion.
Abdullah knows that I don't just hate Barcelona. It's not my thing. Like, yeah, I'm a.
But
What was your
to have a
statement
go
again?
at Flick is a bit. I don't know if that's like
and you know that I like Flick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
So
the thing is,
I believe he's saying
I believe that as much as I
like
like his style, I like his DNA, that let's say the bump that he brought to the club, I think he will always fall short of the Champions League with this team. And I don't think he will have the time to make the changes that this team needs to be to win the Champions League.
What do you think?
You're not selling it
What
to
do you
me,
think
bro.
they need?
I know.
Mafia.
Like,
Yeah.
no. Okay,
Yeah.
you're trying that
Remember
again.
when we lost in
Definitely.
the arguments he was making about them being in the Champions League?
Definitely.
And you wanted them to play more defensive at the
Exactly.
end. And he was like, no, it's good that Handel
That's
plays his way.
what
They say
that's why I'm telling you.
Put us to the vote. Put us to the vote.
Okay. That's why I'm
I think
saying.
I can write you down right now.
Okay, good luck. You make the same mistake
What
again.
was your one again?
I didn't vote for you the first round.
But I'm just saying.
But I think
Hey,
it's
wait,
you this
what
round.
was your one, River?
An average player under a good system can be the best player in the world. Scott
You might
McTominay.
be fooling us.
Yo,
but
yo,
but
Scott-
it's
And you know what's the
something
thing?
like-
Scott
something
McTominay.
like-
Stop saying
not
cunt.
average.
And
Scott
you know what's the
McTominay.
thing? I think Amir is trying to fool us by
Listen.
picking him again.
I
Can we
know.
respect players now,
I know
yeah?
the way he thinks, you know.
No.
He just said Scott McTominay. That's why I'm now starting to think he might be him.
Lindegaard. No,
Bro,
Lindegaard.
MVP,
Scott
yeah?
McTominay just scored. I saw him score bicycle kicks this year. MVP of the league and won the title. That's not
what
average.
I'm saying. Under a
That's
good
big
system.
dog.
No. That's under a
He's
good
not an average
system.
player for me then.
You
You play
saw
for
him-
Man United.
You saw,
No,
and you
but-
saw him at United on the bench.
Nah,
Come on when you can.
Rainbow,
Man
Rainbow,
United,
give
he
us
was
another
clutch.
example.
Yeah, give me another example to make me believe you.
You know what?
Anthony. Anthony.
That's not a system.
that's
That's
not a
a change of
That's
league,
not a
bro.
system.
No,
Yeah, yeah, that's not a
league
system.
change.
The league is easier.
Can I say
Boys,
something
boys.
as well?
No, but no. We want it. If it's his statement,
Okay,
surely
yeah,
he's slaughtered.
Why defending it?
Give us
No,
some
no, no,
examples.
no,
Is it your statement?
No, I don't.
Lindegaard.
I don't know. I was going to say something.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I
Stop. Same league. Lindegaard plays at United, not getting game time. Goes to West Ham.
Everyone does that at
And
United.
everyone's no. Goes to West Ham specifically, same league, versing the same rivals, the same teams, and he's running amok.
No, but that's everyone that's left United.
No,
I need
no,
another. Give me another
That
club.
actually
Give
is-
me another.
hey,
Give me
no,
another
outside Man
player.
United,
Other than Man United.
Do you have an example?
Yeah. Another one.
Do you have an example of a player that is in the same club, change of manager, which means
Same
change of
system.
system? Then
Name me a Man United player.
I'll go Tottenham. Dele Alli. Under Pochettino everyone thought he was going to be the greatest midfielder of all time. We saw
your
him.
examples aren't selling it.
I'm not believing you no more.
And secondly, I'll give you another thing outside of football. Why would Hamid put me double twice as the
Because he's
imposter?
like that.
No.
That's what
Because
he is.
And the fact that you all know that, he's a being fool.
No.
let me tell you,
I tell you
tell
what,
me.
we have to vote for you just in case.
Case.
Because if
Because
it's not
it's
you,
not-
you're
it's
8
eight.
points and it's
Yeah,
game over.
yeah.
Man,
That's
games,
why-
man,
wait,
games.
wait,
But Abdullah, but it could be you, and you're trying to get the four
And that's 4 points.
That's a good point. I like how you two are quickly too quick to vote on these guys.
No.
Hey,
I'm
no.
thinking of the bigger picture here.
I'll defend my
I'm thinking
point.
of the bigger picture.
We
should go
If we
different
make
ways.
sure-
The
Should go
both of you
different
need to
ways.
defend your statements now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'll
happy to
defend
defend my
whatever
statement.
because- for me.
Yeah, I'm happy
Look,
to go
look,
first.
two guys that are not even talking about their club. Mason Greenwood. What do you? Why do you care about him? And Bruno
why? Hey,
Fernandes.
listen.
Why do you care about
Hey,
him?
man, let them explain it.
me
so we
explain
can-
myself.
so we
Can I
can-
explain myself first? Can I explain myself first? First of all, when it comes to the top 10, I think it's a very long list. First of all, the top 10. Bruno Fernandes, whether United turn their fortunes around or not, the way his output is going, see how we're complaining about Martin Odegaard? And there's no output whatsoever? For a player in this Man United team that has been stinking it up for the last 10, 12 years, he's come in and unlike any other signing, and we're talking about world-class signings. They've got signings from Real Madrid. They've got signings, I don't know where they got Falcao from Monaco. They've got signings of the highest level.
Yep.
None of them have been able to, say what? I don't care about this environment. I don't care about what's going on in this club. I'm going to show you that I'm a top player. That takes a different...
Are you saying he can be the top 10 or he is top 10?
He's going to be the top 10 by the end of his Prem career. He'll be top 10 midfielders.
Is he now?
No, not yet. By the end of his Premier League career. So I'm saying if he continues doing what he's doing right now, season in, season out, putting out numbers like this,
Last question. How long does he have to perform for him to become in the top 10?
I'd say maybe another 3 to 5 years. Another 3 to 5 years, and I think he consolidates himself.
I don't agree, but I think this is his statement, which is wild to me as well.
I think his output is ridiculous. But for somebody...
Does anybody else have any
Because
questions?
if you're speaking about the circumstances that he's in and nobody else is able to perform, it's almost like miraculous what he's doing. And he's doing it week in, week out. You can't
Boys,
argue.
if we don't have too many questions for him, we can move on because we don't
No,
have too
we
much
got
time.
great Greenwood.
No,
I'm
we're
saying
going
we
to him
move
now.
on
Go to
Tawfiq.
him.
We move on to
Okay.
Tawfiq if you don't have questions for him.
Everyone knows me. I watch football. I like football. Mason Greenwood this season easily.
That's a
if-
controversial
I was saying,
person
I
as well.
messaged Amir the other day about this. If Mason Greenwood was playing for Manchester United now, the club will not be in the situation they're in. Bro, this guy is a baller. Before he had this scandal, I'm telling you, when I used to watch him, I used to think this guy is fake. Left foot, right foot. I didn't know what foot he was. Dynamic. This season, he's been unbelievable. Scored 21 goals or 22 goals, the most a player's ever scored in a season for that team, more than Drogba, more than anything. They got them back in the Champions League, bro. I don't care what any other English player's been doing. They're not doing what Mason Green was doing. No one's talking about him because of what's happened. But Man United, as a club, no longer has an identity. Bro, they used to back players to the hill. They used to, Ryan Giggs, when he was on a scandal, they backed him to the hill. Then they got rid of him because the players, fans are going to riot, staff members are going to leave different times. But half of them staff members have probably been fired by the board anyway.
Is what
So they
he's
should've
done
kept-
worse than what Ryan Giggs was
Of course
done?
not.
No way near.
He's with the
But
woman.
this guy's got kicked out and this guy stayed.
Black Lives Matter.
The age that we're in there.
I don't care.
It's
I don't
alleged-
care.
it's
That's a
allegedly-
big fact.
Firstly, it's allegedly he has a kid with her now anyway, and
they're
moved
back
on.
together.
And he was like 17 years old. But all I'm saying is, on the pitch, let's talk about pitch. This kid is a baller. I don't care what anyone says. I've been watching what he's doing.
Tawfiq with
I
bigging up
believe he's doing
the young English black
players.
players. I can't.
That's
Some consistency. I like it. Okay.
Does anyone have anything to say to him, or can we
I
just?
think this is a tough
I think
round.
it's between Robo and Sabit.
I was gonna say Sabir, Kaz.
Okay,
Listen,
halas.
not this time.
Okay,
Not
you know
this
what?
time.
I'll give you guys another 2 minutes to sway
this
anyone
guy.
if you want to sway anyone's
I'm
votes.
So
sorry.
Robo, you think it's sorry, but you think it's Robo?
Yep.
Don't tell him who you think. Let him.
No, he can.
Ah.
Yeah,
This-
why do you
from
think
now
that?
on, we can.
Well, I just
No,
see.
Forget. Don't tell him the reason. Just if you want to find out who people are voting for, you can. Whatever you guys want to do,
I
you
know
can.
it's Robo or Sabit. It's one
I'm
of
not
them.
gonna
I
change
said-
it.
I said
I'm not
Sabi.
gonna change
I
it.
say we half for the roommate shit.
Now the problem is, boys, we don't want to continue the argument for too long.
You can go Sabri if you want, but or you can go anywhere else because we don't want to
Run away with
points.
it.
But at the same time,
Are you better to save me? Cause I want to write your name if you save me.
no.
Hey, nah.
I'll tell you something.
Abdullah too.
Amir wouldn't mention the points thing if it's not Ravo. That's one reason that's pushing me towards it because he was like he doesn't want to ruin the game. He was like, guys, be careful. I'm doing it here.
Yeah. All right, boys.
That's what he's doing.
Okay. Yeah, be careful.
This
because
is
he doesn't
ridiculous.
want to ruin the game.
Boys, enough.
Let's go.
Right. No more talking. Just write who you think, and that's it.
Gotcha.
Yaqub, just write who you think, and that's it. Everyone's written.
Yeah.
I'll say spread it out. Let's get the votes going.
We start with Sabir. Sabir, show us who you voted for.
Is it the right way? Yeah.
Ravo.
Ravo, we got you, man.
Yaqub, Ravo.
Lot two in a row, Ravo.
Hold the mic.
Okay, I'll say.
Ravo, who'd you vote for?
That's the problem. You guys are spreading it out. The points are going to be bad now. I go with Sabir.
Sabir. Ravo.
Ravo, sorry, bro. Not twice in a row.
All right,
You can't
lads.
fool us twice,
Done.
Ravo.
Who's that?
Can the real imposter raise their hand in whenever you want?
No
What did I say? What did I say?
Why didn't you vote for him?
Because you guys fell for the propaganda. That's 4 points.
I can't lie. I actually thought because Bruno Fernandes thought this guy don't rate Bruno.
That's what I was saying.
That's not
In
my
my head,
statement. Not
I
even
was
close.
like-
My
I
real
was like-
statement.
I
is
got
even
an
more
Arsenal
outlandish.
fan to talk and big up Bruno, but
And you know what? It was all lies, and thank you all for the points. I'm going to read out my real statement because this one has to be out there. My real statement is Mesut Ozil is the most complete number 10 in modern history.
Thank you.
And I think everyone
you.
would have believed that it's yours.
Thank you.
Huh?
That would have been your statement.
Thank
I
you.
can't lie
That's
though.
my guy.
Ronaldo doesn't have goals that he has without Ozil.
And I'm talking better than
Messi has
Zidane in
his
the
goals
10.
regardless, but
I'm saying
Ronaldo
better than
don't have them goals
Zinedine
without
Zidane
Ozil.
in the 10.
Nah,
like
like
that.
Ozil, Arsenal fans, you guys are overrated.
No. I'm talking Real Madrid Ozil.
I'm talking about Real
More than
Madrid.
anything.
At
Yeah, because
Arsenal.
that's what you guys like to do, to big him up even more.
No,
Because
no,
you know
no,
you can't say
Genuinely,
Arsenal,
genuinely.
Ozil.
But anyways,
Arsenal-
Bro,
I'm glad,
Ronaldo
I'm
got his
glad
goals
it starts
regardless.
Bravo, huh?
No,
He's on
those,
4
those,
boys.
Grammy,
those 3
what's
seasons
Grammy?
of Real Madrid was crazy.
Wait, let's spread out the votes from now on.
This is what I'm saying to
if
you.
I'm Mafia, don't vote for me, fam. I want the votes like these, man.
This is what I'm
You
saying.
gotta act well.
This is why I was telling you guys, make sure after that first round, I said make sure you spread votes because you don't want someone to get 4
Hey, I hope you
points.
know you threw us off as well.
2 people have now had a clean sweep. That can't happen again.
No,
Yeah.
he did it.
That can't
about
happen again,
spreading
boys.
the
Amir, no comments during the round. Okay?
My comments? That's why I stopped
He
myself.
threw us
'cause
off
I was
by
about
saying
to-
I was like- I
you
thought-
don't
I was
want to
like-
get them, same person
Yeah.
twice. And
No.
then we ended up getting you.
And I said to you guys, I'm in your heads. No, that's like
You're not supposed to be
you
in our
can
heads.
you can change it if you want. But now you see how this shit is going.
All right, go.
Halas? I will send you guys all your next texts. and
I
then
was
we'll go
thinking,
from there.
Abdullah, I said you towards the end. It's
You
just
did.
because
I
I'm
was
like,
worried. I was
why
worried.
is he-
Ahmed, hurry up and tell them put the boards down online. Because this guy, I thought you last minute when you said, "Boys, enough is enough," and you put your pen. I thought you were gonna change it to me.
I was like,
He's expecting-
Mind you,
he's
you know he
the
was
only
the
one
first
that
one to jump
disrespected
onto
me.
you as well.
huh?
He was the first one to
I
jump
have to
onto you.
deflect.
No.
Alright, lads.
And I had to act brave. I was saying, let me defend first. Let me defend it like it's my statement.
All right, lads. I've sent everyone this. Make sure no one sees your phone. All right. Because in the statement, I literally write, "You are the imposter." So make sure no one sees your phones. Although you can try to act however you like. All right.
Mind games.
This time we're gonna start with Abdullah. Abdullah, say your statement, and then we'll go Abdullah, Sabir, Tawfiq, Yaqub, and then Ravo.
My statement is Man United are going to finish in the bottom half next year again.
Brazil to win the next World Cup.
Tawfiq,
Liverpool win the league again next year.
come closer to the mic and say it.
Oh, my bad. Liverpool win the league again next year. in my opinion.
Me is Arteta will get sacked next season.
Ravo.
England will win the next World Cup.
So we've got 2 World Cup ones.
Wait, what?
England will win.
England.
Brazil will win.
Brazil will win.
I already have my 2 suspects.
And
We'll start with
Let-
whoever Abdullah thinks it is.
I want Saber to defend his statement.
Go on, Sabir, you've been getting the work.
Yeah.
2 rounds, niggas voted for you. Like,
I have my theory though. Before,
Yeah.
I know he knows that Ancelotti is gonna take the job.
Yep.
For Brazil, and
Yep.
I know he doesn't rate Ancelotti tactically.
No.
I don't know if
And
he
you
thinks
don't-
he's a good cup manager.
Okay.
So based off that, because
Yeah.
I know these
Whoa,
things.
he set
about
you up
him.
already. You can't
No,
even.
no. I will add one thing to that's going to change the whole narrative, which is I believe to win. To win a World Cup or a Euro.
Sam, before you say anything, I forgot to mention this is the predictions round, by the way. That's why everyone's statements is such a way.
Predictions, yeah.
Go on, Sabir,
Okay, yeah.
continue,
You shouldn't. I mean, you don't have to be like a great tactical coach. You should be a good manager of individuals, and that's what Carlo Ancelotti is. I think him plus Brazilian players, that's a perfect combination. That's what I believe. Okay, and I have a feeling, to be honest, it's not just that side. I have a feeling that this time is gonna work for Brazil with him, and the guy has like this flair, like whatever he touches. You've seen the things with Real Madrid.
Why don't you keep him? Why don't you keep him?
And at Everton, he didn't do nothing.
Sorry?
At Everton, he didn't do nothing.
Well, Everton is Everton, you know. So
Yeah, but you said anything he touches, that's what I'm saying.
but when you set the right environment for him, he does great job. And I think that's what's gonna happen with Brazil. I have a feeling for it, and that's why I went for it. And as I told you, he's a great manager. Like he manages individuals. You've seen Vinicius, Rodrigo, these players who are gonna be with him in the World Cup. Adding Rafinha and other players, I think he's gonna do good job there. Yep.
How do you rate his tenure at Real Madrid, the second one, the most recent one? Success or no?
Yeah, it's a success, of course. He won 2 Champions League titles and he won 2 La Liga titles. That's success in 4 years. Yeah. So you couldn't say anything else. But I think the way things ended because he didn't make the changes that he had to make at a certain point. Started exposing the team, showing that the team is not strong enough tactically. That's why when the fall happened, it happened so dramatically. Let's say, like we started losing big scores, and we started like.
Do you think Ancelotti is one of the greatest managers of all time?
I'm sure, like top 3 for me
of all time.
Yeah.
I thought you said you don't like him.
No, I don't like him. At Real Madrid recently.
He's done with him now.
But I believe he's top 3 because again, I think availability is the best ability for me. The guy's like been there for 30 years now, and he's been always in the picture. He's always been relative, which is hard to do. We see other coaches like Mourinho and these guys, like they're out there, but they're not relative to the picture anymore. But he is there, and he's consistent, and he made the shifts that he needs. There was a time when he was tactically up there, but he's not up there anymore. So he became a good, like he has a mixer, and he changed the numbers, and he started becoming a better manager than a tactical manager. Then it's like, okay, I'll manage individuals now.
Yeah.
What about
this is a great thing that I really appreciate as a person.
I feel like
read Jakub's statement.
That sounds like personal sentiment. But my one, Arteta will get sacked next season.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Them
These
to
two
explain.
that I don't know.
No,
that makes sense.
He's a Tottenham fan.
Hey, but
Yeah, but
no,
bro,
hold
every
on.
season's been
I'm actually
Stupid
surprised
fan,
you're
you know?
criticizing me because let's be honest, 6 years, FA Cup, not even a major trophy. Next season you're gonna come second Premier League again. You're definitely not gonna win the Champions League. You're not gonna win the FA Cup. You're not gonna win the Carabao Cup. Well, let's be honest.
Okay. Let me tell you.
Hold on. You're both Arsenal fans, right?
Yeah.
If Arteta doesn't win anything next season, should he be sacked?
No. Okay. It
No.
depends on the climate.
Do you think he should be sacked? Yes or no?
I don't know.
So 7
I don't
years
know.
through the mud. What a
do you
shameful
7
club.
years?
Okay, then I guess.
17 years. What you just because you want a trophy now? All of a sudden, what a shameful club.
What a
Big
shameful
cup.
club. 7 years. So much money spent. Bro, like I feel empathetic towards your
genuinely-
cause
but I genuinely
because you
believe we'll
spent
win
so much.
something next
Like you know, Arsenal in the last 3 or 4 years, there's been like a renewed energy around the club. People are thinking we're in the Champions League, we're fighting for Premier League. You're basically good enough to be in all conversations of whatever trophy it is. Most games you expect to win, but unfortunately you have nothing to show for it. And that has to come back to the manager at the end of the day. I was actually more critical of how critical you were. Like, I didn't like how hard you were on Arteta going into the Champions League game. But at the end of the day, is looking at now your arch enemy, Tottenham, us,
Not arch
winning.
enemy, little brother.
No. We're not related, so
Facts.
you
We're
know
not
what I
the
mean?
same.
You're
We're not the
imposters.
same.
But look,
We're not the same.
after seeing that, I'm sorry, but Arsenal fans, you have to expect more from your manager for this club. This guy is a manager that's been backed, who's had phases upon phases upon phases, and still nothing. So he has to be sacked.
I
You
hear
have
your
to find something
statement,
new.
Boys,
But
you have to, if it's believable, we're playing Mafia.
Yeah, I
That answer sounded rehearsed. He's been saying that too for a good while.
loves
That
it. I
sounds
know
like he knows, like he believes it.
Let's see. What
Rehearsed
your
as in,
statement
oh,
was.
I
Like
saying
you've said it multiple times.
Yeah.
It sounds rehearsed.
What's your
What was your
statement?
statement again?
England's gonna win the next World Cup.
Yeah, you're mad.
Why?
Thomas
Why?
Tuchel, what I say in the last episode.
Yep.
What I say in cups about him.
He likes him as a cup manager.
Thank you.
Okay, but tell me more. You just keep saying that. You say short liners.
I don't like real questions. Yeah.
That's
I
really serious.
I just think watch Harry Kane next World Cup. They're gonna run amok. I think these players
I really
they're
would-
reaching.
Wait, hold on.
They're
Are you an
reaching.
England fan in the World
I'm
Cup?
gonna say I'm
Nah.
English, but I just don't think. I hear it though. I hear the statement.
No,
It's like
I think
I hear it.
I think every player, like on average, is gonna be at their prime age.
Not
next
Harry
World
though. I
Cup.
think Ivan Toney
Harry
will be our main
Kane.
man.
Ivan Toney.
That's blasphemous, but
He doesn't even get called up. Did he get
No,
called
no,
up?
yeah, he's called up.
Did he?
He's been called
Yeah,
up.
Okay.
he's not like Southgate, bro. I hear it though.
I say that.
But I don't know because I don't know you like Thomas Tuchel, so that's I'm a bit like.
No, I don't
didn't
like
say
him.
that last time.
Last episode there.
I said.
What about you, Tawfiq? I want to hear your statement because he was my
Liverpool.
second suspect.
No, my thing is Liverpool's gonna win the league again.
Like, bro, you don't want your own team to win the league?
doesn't
I
sound
am
like-
voting for you 100%.
That doesn't sound like
Okay.
it.
Bro, not only that,
so
if you're an
flat.
Arsenal
That's so
fan,
flat.
every Arsenal fan is delusional, and every Arsenal fan thinks they're going to win the Premier League every year.
Okay,
So
I'm
it
not-
has to be.
Firstly, I'm not delusional. I'm
you're an Arsenal
I'm
fan.
a concentrated Arsenal fan. I told you.
That's a word I've never even heard for an Arsenal
I'm an
fan.
Arsenal fan that I didn't come on this show for how many weeks because I knew that my club wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm with you. What makes you think that I believe this club's going to win next year? Tell me what, as an Arsenal fan, that I've seen that's going to make me want to believe it's going to win. I don't think they're going to sack Arteta.
Okay, I got a
I just don't
counter
think we're gonna
question
win.
for you. Did you think you were going to win the Premier League this season?
Yeah, 100%. But that's because of what we did last year, though. Yeah. Last year, we was the only team to compete. I did not think Man City would have a year like this.
Yeah.
Then when I saw Man City have the lead they had, and Liverpool done it. Bro, for Arne Slot to do what he done, because I said this, and I said it on the pod before, Liverpool, the season that we should have won it, fell off with the last month to go.
Yeah.
Then they got Arne Slot in. I can't believe what they done this year. They kept Mo Salah, they kept Van Dijk. I always said if they lose both of them, they were done. They kept both of them in their prime, and now they're about to add my man from Leverkusen.
Florian Wirtz.
And
Frimpong.
both, and Gravenberch is
They got
obviously
Wirtz
linked as well. In my head, this team is fake. Gravenberch is doing a madness. As an Arsenal fan, I still don't know that before any balls kicked, we have not got nobody on the books. So in my head, bro, Liverpool going to win the league again. My thing is, I think we can win Champions League. I don't think we can win the league. We can't do it over 38 games. We can do it in a cup competition. I just don't think we can settle for an FA Cup anymore. But Liverpool winning the league, 100%. I just don't see City doing it. They're transitional. Pep looks like he's lost his spark. We're not going to compete. And there's no one else.
He's back with his wife, so he might bounce
Nah,
back.
man.
Is
Bro,
he?
I watched them.
Why are you following that?
It's on and off the pitch, boy. It's on and off the pitch, boy.
Showbiz guy.
Come on.
That's a different podcast. That's a different.
Football's a reality show. It's a reality show. The whole sport's a reality show. It's not
Let's stick
real.
on the point. Anyone have any questions for him, or do we move on? Because we don't have that much time.
Boys,
Abdullah, what'd you
my
say?
two suspects are Sabir and Tawfiq.
Stop
And
saying
please,
Sabir, guys.
Everybody vote for someone different. I don't care if you vote for me too.
I like
so the
Abdullah.
imposter
Wait, what was yours
only
again?
gets 3 points. Man United will finish bottom half again.
I believe you.
I said in the last
believe
podcast
you. We had
against
the conversation
Ruben Amorim.
It wasn't the last podcast, but
Sorry, we filmed it yesterday, but anyway,
you can't break the fourth wall like this one. Like, I'm kidding.
everyone knows that. Anyways, I said Ruben Amorim. The fact that these guys didn't pay, they had Mourinho, they had Van Gaal, they had mainly Mourinho.
I
They
believe
never
you.
backed him like they're gonna back Amorim now. Like they backed the one that Ahmed calls the bald man. Like they didn't. They sided with Pogba against Mourinho.
Wait, hold
when
on.
they had a top class manager.
I'm starting to believe you, but back to you. Wait, are you based?
What's wrong with
No, hold on. Sabir.
Nice
Are you
haircut.
telling me
Tell
based
me.
on Ancelotti they're going to win the World Cup? But because they've always had a good team, you can't
Bro,
tell me
he
that.
told you he had a feeling.
Huh?
You believe that?
Okay,
He has
first
a
of all,
feeling.
No. Seriously, like besides Ancelotti,
Yeah.
Brazil has always had a good team. So and Brazil's always expected to somewhere be close to win.
Innit?
Yep.
So what else do you have to tell us in terms of your?
What I told you what I have to tell you.
Nothing else.
I told you that I believe that he was the missing piece. We need that sort of. If you think about it, if you look back at Scolari, he was that. So he wasn't big tactically. He had good team.
Make it quick.
Okay, yeah. But that's my point. He told me make it quick.
Alright.
That's what I'm trying.
That's-
This is interesting.
It's
still.
time. It's time now to vote.
Ooh.
Time to vote. We don't have too long, lads. We've
I'll
still
try
got
again.
one more round after this, so please write your votes
Gotta get the person now.
and hold it with you, and then I'll get you to turn it around for us one by one.
Okay, guys, just so we can vote for different names. I'm going Yaqub.
Everyone's got their people.
Somebody make sure you
Okay.
vote Sabir.
Okay.
Just somebody make sure you. I'm not voting Sabir. Somebody make sure you vote Sabir.
Okay.
Yeah, because the thing is, everyone wants to get the right answer.
Yeah,
That's
you want to get the right answer so you can get your own point.
Sabir has voted for Yaqub. Yaqub
Reciprocated.
Good man.
for Sabir. Ravo, hold it up. Hold it
Don't
up.
go
lads.
Sabir. Don't go Sabir, please.
No.
Who's he going?
Tawfiq.
Okay.
Let's hold it up,
Sabir.
please.
Oh, sorry.
I've gone Tawfiq as well.
Sabir. Tawfiq.
Abdullah.
Do we have
Nobody voted for me much. He's like Abdullah.
How could you betray me?
And nobody voted for Rainbow either. Imagine it's
but
Rainbow
why?
again. It's game over if it's Rainbow
All
again.
right.
Nah, it has to be Sabir, bro.
Can the imposter raise their hand?
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
I knew it.
No, man.
Hey, I get a
That's
point.
a point for me. Yeah.
He changed it last second.
I changed it last second. Yeah, had you.
I knew it.
I just-
Guys, it's between the two of you now.
I would
We will
never
never
say
back
something
any
like
team
that.
besides
Are
Arsenal,
you
bro.
crazy? After that, die.
Well,
You guys, it's between the two of you.
I
There's
never
no way
had
that
you.
we catch up.
You can get 4 points there.
Yeah, that's the maximum we can get.
Wait, what was my actual statement though?
What was your actual statement?
Stop saying stop.
Oh yeah, Arsenal.
I think you're home. 3 rounds in a row.
I didn't know he loves me that much.
Sorry, these guys said Arsenal will win a major trophy next year. See, that's his real statement. Wallah, I knew it.
Guys, complete opposite.
Yeah.
By the way, that was way too vague. Just for future, that's way too vague.
Yeah.
I need things that are specific, lads. I think, like I've told a couple of yous, I've texted a couple of yous. It needs to be specific. So don't say anything now, but just for future reference.
Okay.
So far we've got Abdullah on 5, Ravo on 5, Tawfiq on 2, and Sabir and Yaqub, the two geezers that keep falling for each other. I'm on 0.
Sabir. I didn't know that you love me that much. Sabir.
Now it's definitely one of us two.
Wallah,
I'm calling you nice haircut and you keep saying Sabir.
That's actually terrible, lads. Oh my God. You're on 0. We played 3 rounds. Just get off win.
Get it right once, huh?
Yeah, that's terrible.
Garnacho's
at this
about to
point.
leave Man United.
Who, Garnacho?
Yeah.
Bro, apparently, I saw Lias's clip on TikTok, bro.
Let's leave any of that stuff, lads. On to round 4, which is the football rules round. So in this round, they'll be making statements about changing rules in football. Any rules, obviously. So I will send everyone their statements.
Abdullah, this is the final round, so
This is the final round.
technically no one can catch up.
May the best man win.
No. No one can win.
How
Yeah?
do we do? Raven's riddles after this?
Are we?
I'll beat you in that if I win.
Nah. GG, Eva.
I beat you in that yesterday. I'm here. Huh? I've arrived.
Oh, everyone, you've got your statements. And we are gonna go starting from Abdullah. Actually, we'll start from Ravo, then we go Yaqub, Tawfiq, Sabir, Abdullah. So go on, Ravo.
I believe subs should be changed into interchange.
Yaqub.
I believe that we should bring in sin bins, as in like someone get like a purple card, 5 or 10 minutes out instead of a red card.
I believe we should get rid of VAR.
I believe that the rule of offside should be changed, that if a player is behind the goalkeeper, he shouldn't be considered as offside. I'll explain that one later. If you
I know what you mean.
It's done.
No.
My rule is
Arsene Wenger talked about it.
It's a 2. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he talked about it. That's why.
tactical fouls, as in stopping a counter attack, should be a red card.
Okay.
We shall now
that's a bit
start
harsh.
with
That's a bit harsh.
the most,
Huh?
I think.
That's what I think.
That's a bit harsh, and you're a coach, and you have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I think you. But anyway.
What'd you say?
You know what?
We should get rid of VAR.
Sabir, attack him. Go. What did he say?
the thing is, I know Abdullah is a bit conservative with his like ideas. So it's like he tries to hold the stick from the middle. He's saying that so you're saying any counter attack.
No, like مثلا, see a counter attack from a corner, where the player is he's not going to over the halfway line to go and score, because if he's the last man, the foul is made by the last man. It's already a red card.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm in my half, my team is in a half, but we broke away, and خلاص we're about to get to the halfway line, and somebody drags the shirt. مثلا حسي the tactical foul that Chiellini did on Saka. That's a red card.
Yeah, but
That's a red card.
that one was too
That's
much.
what I mean.
But
Like that, it has to be a red card.
That was an
In-
extreme
but
version of it.
Yeah, that's an
intentionally-
extreme version, exactly.
Intentionally stopping an attack because you know you've made a mistake. I think mistakes.
so
should
at
be
any
punished.
point,
a counter attack, like a clear counter attack.
I don't know.
the ref
That
should have-
ruins the game.
The ref should have
That's ridiculous.
It's
Can I
Sabir.
the
ask-
ability to foul.
I'll ask something so you can clear it up to make it like more obvious. Say if there's 2 more defenders left and you're breaking as a 3 and one of you gets fouled.
Yeah.
Before
red card.
without
Red
not,
card.
Not
3v2
between.
is an advantage.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay,
So
so
you're
that's it.
just
I just don't like. I don't like rules being broken when it's your mistake. مثلا. Like for example, if I'm a coach and I've got an attacking corner, I make sure I have an extra man back.
Okay.
So then when a counter attack breaks,
All right.
I'm well covered, rather than being expansive and then losing a ball and then having to foul. Like
So Miles Lewis-Skelly's red card this season against Brighton on the halfway line, is that a red card?
with this rule change, yes.
Yeah, nah.
That yeah.
So wait,
I don't believe that you would say something like that because it's too extreme. It's too
I'll be honest
extreme.
with you. Can I say something?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. In this in this round, you can't really figure out because it's
hard.
random things that we're saying. At the
Like
end
how
of
you
the day, we're changing
defended,
a rule.
defending Amir
that's
now.
a
You're
lot
going
of
to
things.
those-
No, but this round is impossible because this is not a football take.
Yeah.
This is not something you discuss.
Alright,
This is not something that I would have ever
Alright,
said. So it's hard.
This
But anyway,
round, niggas got to be on Death Note vibes.
this
Death
round,
Note vibes right now,
You
boys.
know what? I don't care what's the story behind it, but I'm gonna vote one of you because you guys are winning. Like honestly,
We've all been it,
You
but
used to haven't been
Yeah.
imposters.
Yeah, that's what I'm
However, Death Note vibes, Ahmed might be at home giggling and stuff while he's setting up the thing,
is what I'm
and he
telling
goes,
you,
"Let me
boys.
double up one of the boys."
I am in your head this whole game today.
no,
Do not
because he
think-
said
do not
this
think-
one,
he
boys,
mentioned
wallahi,
that in
boys,
the beginning.
can
He
I
said
be-
it
can
could
I
be one of
can I
you
say
twice.
something? Can I
Yeah.
say something?
Yeah.
We shouldn't even explain ourselves this round. Each person vote for a different person. And
Hell
let's see.
no.
Hell no!
No, wallahi.
You know what?
He
He's
wants
right.
to
Hey,
win.
You know what? He's
He
right.
wants
Let's
to
go.
win.
You guys are crazy.
He wants to win.
You know
You
what?
guys are
I'm
crazy.
done. I'm done.
Why'd you write
He's
that?
running with it. He's running with it.
Hey,
He's running with it.
I read something else.
Hey,
No,
Asma.
I read the imposters. Ahmed. You're the real imposter.
Hey,
Boys.
Abdullah.
I'm genuinely. No, you're giving somebody 4 points.
Boys.
I am actually serious.
Well,
You're
we're giving you
somebody
5 points already.
You're not
not letting
giving
you win.
somebody 4
Yeah.
points.
We're not letting you
You're
in.
not running with
We don't
that.
want to hear anymore.
Oh my god, you guys are
On to you.
foolish, bro.
I think VAR needs to be done, man. It's ruined the game, man. I can't celebrate no more. It jars me off, and just the goals being separated by a guy's shoulder blade is just it's annoying. I just think it's ruined football. No, I just genuinely think it's ruined football. I genuinely watch at home now, and players don't celebrate the same no more. I can't celebrate the same no more because the guy 2 passes ago might have hit his arm, or this guy fouled this guy in the build up to the game. I just think VAR's, for as good as it's been, is worse. It's made football like not fun anymore. I don't know how to explain it. When was the last time you actually celebrated a goal? I remember when Raheem Sterling scored that Man City goal in the bins against Tottenham, and he celebrated. I went crazy. I'm not even a City fan. That was just pure football. Man said VAR, bro. No, like genuinely, I hate VAR. Like
That was the start of VAR. That was the start of VAR.
But even now, though, it's
They didn't
still-
know. They didn't know what to do.
Bro, even now, bro, I just look at it. Even the Champions League, when it's all about, it's not even done by the lines no more. It's done by like body sensor or whatever
Yeah.
it was this year.
And I think, to be honest, that's better than the
The
lines.
semi-automated. I think the whole I wouldn't agree with you, but we shouldn't remove it at all. But the like being so critical with it, like the semi-automated, whatever. It's like should be something.
Can I ask all of you? How do you know this is not his statement? How do you know this is his statement?
No, you can
It's
just question
impossible
Abdullah.
to figure out from
You
this.
can
But
just
what I want to
Hey.
hear is, I want to hear from Rabo.
That's it. No.
Interchange,
Before we move on, Abdullah. Before we move on,
Abdullah
Abdullah. It's
wants
actually
to
very
win.
hard because
Abdullah
as much as
wants to
I
win.
agree with the points he's making, the thing we need to figure out is this something that he's saying? Because that's, to be honest, as much as he tried to personalize it there, that's common consensus around a
You
lot of
thought
fans.
I was defending Bruno Fernandes, yeah?
Huh?
Okay.
No. But
That's what I'm
But
saying.
look,
It's
it's
easy.
It's
no
just a
sense
general
behind
statement.
it.
but-
Yeah,
Like,
there's
last round,
there's
Abdullah
nothing.
Abdullah didn't speak this much. I'm telling you, bro.
Let's just say this.
Because I am trying to win, but I don't want. If it's Ravo, we're cooked.
I'm just trying to get the.
Before you say anything, Ravo, boys, this round isn't as hard as the other ones because it's as Abdullah said, it's the football stuff. It's just
It's
rules.
harder than the other ones, bro. What are you saying?
No. As
It's
in,
harder to know who it is.
My bad. Bad wording. What I meant
going
is
Abdullah, if you
it
want
shouldn't
to
take this long.
Go on, yeah.
Okay?
yeah.
It shouldn't take this
Ravo.
long.
I'm gonna
So
say
let's try
this.
to speed
Stoppage
it up a
time.
bit.
Explain how we deal with stoppage time if it's interchange.
What do you mean?
Every sub you
Bro
stop the
plays
game.
too much footy. Wallah al-azim. Hey.
That's how I got the idea. It's from AFL. But pretty much, if you don't know, if you're watching from overseas, Australian rules football, Australian football league, it's Australian football.
Footy, yeah.
Okay? I was thinking, it's like, hey, we need to go attacking. Chuck on the forwards. You know what I mean? Like, just chuck on the player.
No,
That's
that's
chaos.
I don't know. You think it's chaos, but like sometimes,
It's chaos, but it's your statement. That's the
hey,
thing.
sometimes,
statement,
It's
you reckon?
100% his statement.
sometimes, no,
maybe I just
Abdullah.
thought about
I don't know.
that
I think
one.
I feel like Ravo is too smart to make that statement.
Yeah,
No, you know why?
if you
No,
say
I
that-
actually
No,
made
but you
this
can
statement.
understand it's a
respect your
personal
football
sentiment.
knowledge.
He actually plays
Boys,
footy
you
every
said
week.
that.
I know he
So
plays.
it's only
footy.
thinking we should implement this into soccer. He gets a lot of breaks. You know what I mean?
This is why we do it in Sunday League. Metro Sevens, yeah? I'm going to use that as an example.
quality, huh?
I'm going to use that as an example.
He's the coach,
because
by the way.
I'm telling you, from Victoria, hey, MPL, guys, is trash compared to Sunday League Metro Sevens. But pretty much, look,
Metro 7s, you can't get any lower, by the way.
Yes.
This is the lowest league in the
the
state.
league after it is all abilities. So you got brothers. I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you, the rankings. That's how it is. But what I'm saying is, generally in a game, some players, I just think they need to get off, take a rest, take a 10-minute breather, drink some Powerade, come back on.
They come back, they sit like this.
Maybe just in that league.
Yes, Red Bull, lads.
No,
They go back on the pitch.
Smoke a cigarette.
They come, they vape, they sit down, and then they jump back. Cause this is nonsense.
I genuinely believe it.
Yeah.
But I think, look, I'm going to go Death Note vibes right now, and I'm saying it's either these two because why would Ahmed not give them the opportunity to get 4 points each?
Trust me,
that's why.
I'm mad at
let me
Ahmed
just
right
quickly-
now.
let me
They
just
should
quickly-
get 4 points by guessing 4.
Raver,
You
let
can't
me just
have
quickly
the 3
nullify.
rounds, Abdullah.
Let me just quickly nullify this point that you made. Okay, I did not expect for anyone here to get 2 rounds where you're getting 4 full votes. I thought you guys would be a bit smarter with it after the first round. The first round, I was like, okay,
But I want to
maybe.
hear from Yaqub.
It was our mistake to be
So
honest.
just don't think that way. So it
I
doesn't ruin it for
already
you.
did this.
Can we hear Yaqub? Yaqub.
I already did
Wait, you
this.
voted for me?
Tell us.
Because your rule doesn't sound like you, man.
Okay. I tell you why I would like to introduce sin bins. It actually got it from footy as well. Mind you, they haven't introduced
Yellow
sin bins
card,
yet.
yellow
I'm
card.
changing my mind.
But I tell you why. Let me actually explain to you why I wanted to bring in sin bins. Because genuinely, this was my idea. The reason why I have purple card is I'm actually a fan of the game. Well, honestly, I say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, watch football like MPL, Premier League. Like when you watch a lot of football, and I actually got it from Ange. When you get a red card, it's not necessarily about the punishment of the player. It ruins the game. Well, genuinely, as bad as the tackle is, and you have to also understand, as a defender as well, I feel like the game, you play with much more of a confidence if you know that I'm not completely out of the game. Sometimes as a defender, you pull out of a tackle saying, I don't want to kill my team, even though you genuinely want to go in for it. So sin bin, that's where sin bin makes sense, because at the end of the day is, a red card is okay, we want to punish this specific player, but we don't want to punish the team. We don't want to punish the game. So I feel like when you give a red card, you're punishing the game. Especially, for example, have you seen the red cards in the first 10 minutes, first 20 minutes? You know, the perfect point is, and this is where I said we have to bring in sin bins against Chelsea when Tottenham got 2 red cards. Destiny Udogie, even though he got 2 yellow cards, it didn't really make sense for him to come off the pitch. But it changed the whole game. In fact, it changed the trajectory of our season. That's how significant these red cards are. That's why I'm saying, bring in a purple card, take a player off for 10 minutes. Then, not only do you have a much more competitive game, you have an open game. You have right backs, centre backs, sixes, especially the midfielder saying, you know what? You're not passing me today. Bruno Fernandes, you're getting crunched. And you have more exciting football.
I don't believe you.
Genuinely.
For
He's
the
alright.
first time,
That's
for
why I
the first
changed
time,
it.
I'm not voting Yaqub. For the
No,
first
genuinely,
time.
wallahi.
Sabir's statement.
No, but he said, wait, but he just said, first he said I got it from Ange, then he said, no, I got it from the Chelsea game.
The Chelsea game against Tottenham versus Chelsea. Remember we got the
The
2 red
Tottenham
cards?
versus Chelsea. Where he said it's ridiculous.
They got rid
Oh,
of it.
you trying to
You know when, trust me.
No, but I want to hear from Sabir. I want to hear from Sabir.
Okay,
I'll rest
it's
my
simple,
case.
but maybe I'll try to explain
You
as
vote
much
me,
as
I'm
I
voting
can.
you. You know that.
So you know how
Very
the,
bad.
Yaqub, خلاص.
you know how the offside rule is like if you have 2 players, including the goalkeeper, that should be like that's not an offside, right?
Yeah.
I think if the goalkeeper comes out, that shouldn't be an offside too. If he comes out of his area, like let's say it's the last
But
minute
he
and the
becomes
goalkeeper.
the second last man, doesn't he?
If let's say he goes all the way
Yeah.
to the other side of the field, it's maybe the last ball and he tries to score it. That's when it shouldn't become offside. Okay, this is not originally my idea. I'm not that smart. I'm not that critical with the game. But Arsene Wenger mentioned that. You know, he mentioned a few crazy ideas about the blue card, about 30 minutes half. He mentioned, let's say, World Cup every 2 years and stuff. And he mentioned this one. And the way he explained it, to be honest, it made sense for me. Maybe I didn't explain it well, but you can see the video after that. Like of him
When you
explaining.
say that, yeah, so that means no one can be offside, so you want goal hangers.
No. Let's say if the goalkeeper comes out. I'm saying
Oh,
in the
that's
case of the
obviously
goalkeeper
a goal.
coming out.
Yeah.
So, it's his choice. So I'm not going to punish the team for the goalkeepers.
I feel that.
You know, that actually makes sense for most fans. Most fans, when they hear about that rule, because, you know, a lot of people don't know it until it actually happens.
Yeah,
The goalkeeper
because
comes
it's
out,
not- yeah.
and you're like, wait, what the hell? That guy's actually offside? It's stupid. It's a
To
stupid
be honest,
Yeah, but
it's something
What do you mean
that
by
you didn't
at the end
think.
of the day, it's about
The second last
attacker
man.
not getting an advantage over the second last man.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So that's what offside is. And I don't know. I
But
disagree.
it's like of all the ideas that Arsene Wenger mentioned, he want to change the rule by a mile.
now I'm stuck.
But what I think,
Hey,
I don't know
Tawfiq,
what-
drop the act.
No, I tell you why.
I'm voting
I tell you
Tawfiq.
why.
For the first-
it's either
I'm
I
following
go
you now.
with
It's that
Bravo
side and it's Tawfiq.
and we
I know
finish
this.
equal,
I would
or I
just
take a
bro.
chance on someone
Are you
else.
serious?
to be honest, Abdullah, I'm
That's what
sorry,
I'm
but
thinking
for
now.
the first time, I won't vote Yaqub. For the first time.
your cube.
Huh?
Boys, now turn your things, please,
Yep.
and vote for whoever you want, okay? And then we'll reveal them, okay?
Okay.
Oh, you niggas are revealing everything every second anyway. wallahi.
Hey,
All right.
Yeah, no, nothing. Wallahi.
Maybe they want to change things.
let it be
How do you
known.
spell your
Everyone
name?
needs to TAOFIQ, but it's fine.
Okay.
All right, we'll start.
T-
We'll start.
T-
Okay, so Sabir, who did you vote?
Abdullah. You're not running with it.
And
Habibi,
Yaqub.
you're gonna finish on 0.
You're not running with it.
Abdullah.
He's
Wrong.
Okay,
Abdullah
can I
and
change?
Yaqub. Sabit, what's the
Oh,
change?
we've got a last minute
Yaqub.
change. We've got a last minute change.
No, he had 2 names down.
Oh.
He's rubbing one
Who'd you
out.
vote for?
Tawfiq.
Ravo? Sabit?
Oh, no
Leave
way.
me alone.
Who'd you vote?
Abdullah.
No.
Tawfiq, who'd you
Oh,
vote
he
for?
won the game.
Yaqub.
He won the game.
Yaqub. All right.
Who'd you vote? Wait, Shoss.
Sabit.
Yeah, keep it forward, lads, so we know.
Yeah.
So,
Someone won the game.
can the final imposter of round 4
He will either beat me or I'll beat him by 1 point.
I got
raise
one
your
point.
hand?
Ta-da!
I lost
Guys, I'm telling you, this is what I'm.
because I knew it.
This
wallahi.
is it, boys.
You,
I know.
you know,
Listen.
you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna be conservative and be safe and just vote what Ravo voted. If he wins, if he gets a point, I get a point. If he
done
doesn't, we're equal.
What an ugly guy.
You should
wallah.
have done
That's what I
that. You
thought.
should have done
That's
that.
what I thought. But
should
then
have-
I was like, you know
you
what?
should
Let
have
me
parked the
gamble.
bus.
Let me gamble.
You should have parked the bus, yeah, Abdullah.
I should have.
I gambled.
Wallahi, you know, I knew
You should have
that.
backed
That's
up.
what I was
That was
gonna
very
do.
smart for him. You know, he said to me, for the first time, I'm not going to vote for you. So I was like, you know what, let's leave each other alone. Let's go.
You're silly, wallahi.
Well, he got me.
You know what made me change you? I actually had you until like you
Yeah.
spoke. When he started speaking, and I'm like, this
Yeah,
guy's
it
a
was so
right back.
convincing, bro.
No,
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy's a right back. Of course he's gonna think about this stuff. Said Sabit.
You know, the thing is, I didn't even understand the statement he sent me.
Yeah,
I started
I was like,
making
the
things
rule.
up. Like, I don't even know.
But you know, that's
If I said the
you know,
same thing.
you know, I suspected you because I said that's
You
such a
backed him
random
up
thing to
though,
think.
so I
No,
made me
no,
believe
it's such a
him.
random thing
He
to
said,
think
yeah, I
of.
heard Arsene Wenger
No,
say.
no,
I'm like,
no. I'm saying the rule.
Yeah,
What the
sure,
first time I saw it happen in the
I should've
game,
done the
it's such
ugly
a
thing,
stupid rule
wallahi.
to talk
I get it,
about.
I get it.
Like, I was
Okay.
like, that's too specific. But then I was like, I can't.
Okay,
vote for him
guys,
again.
my actual take was bring back the Champions League teams dropping to Europa League. It's not about the rules,
No,
but I
thank
sent it to
you.
him and he
We
said
just
that
won it.
qualifies.
Tottenham wouldn't have won it then.
That's it. Because that was
Too late
the
now.
worst.
You can
yeah.
do whatever you want now. We already took it.
All right,
Well
guys.
done, Ravo.
That
Thank you,
has
boys.
been
So how much
Football
points did you-
Mafia.
hey, how much points did
So
you
the
get?
total tally for today.
Because
Tawfiq
points.
on 2 points. Actually, you know what? Let's start at the very, very rock bottom. Yaqub on donuts, 0 points.
I should have never came today, man.
you kept on sabir.
Points.
Okay, that what happens.
Tawfiq
Wallahi.
on 2 points. Abdullah,
No,
Five.
Sabir on 3, isn't it?
Sabit on 3, sorry. Abdullah on 5. And Ravo,
champion.
Well
6
done,
It's been a
points.
good week for you, man.
Boys,
Brilliant, Ravo.
you know, should I do a speech?
No speeches.
Come on.
I should have done the ugly thing and just voted with Ravo.
Why?
Wallahi,
Why?
that's what I thought.
What a sad
No,
guy.
but I took a gamble and the
Salah,
gamble
but
didn't
move
pay off.
Move on, Abdul
I
Khalas.
can't move on. I'm sorry.
Next
Salah.
time, next time.
Huh?
I think this is a good one. We should
Should we
do
give
it
you
again.
Finishing second like
Should we
Arsenal.
give you a
wallahi.
riddle? Should we give you a riddle so you can bash him?
Cookie one.
I throw in a rule so I can get 1 point, man. Wallahi, please, bro.
You get cookie
I
points
need
for
something,
that.
man.
Oh god! You know what? We'll do 1 riddle just for the sake of
Nah, what's his bonus
riddle.
points?
Nah, 3.
riddle.
3. You have 3?
Okay. We'll do 3 then. I've
Okay,
got
good,
3
good,
for you
good,
guys.
good. Yep.
Don't feel you've done this before.
Yeah. I was here when he made it up.
Okay.
Okay.
I rose when others crumbled low. A final night, a thundered blow. Big games, big boots.
Drogba.
Yeah, Abdullah got it.
Wow.
By the way, this is not a part of the mafia.
I told you this is right.
Clean up on aisle 6. Let's go.
Finish it up. What was the rest
This
of this
is,
game?
doesn't even make
Doesn't
sense.
count.
It was gonna be big games, big boots. A lion's might. I turned the tide in blue and white.
Abdullah, you know what I believe? You know what I believe? You go and search riddles,
No,
football
but
riddles,
wallahi,
and you
no.
read all of
I
them
just go
because there is no
early,
other
bro.
way.
No,
it
bro.
didn't make
What's
any
next?
sense yet.
Drogba's known for big games.
Next,
When he
next,
said
next.
big
So
games,
he's the only player.
when he said
Hey,
one
hey,
night,
Abdullah,
no,
don't
he's trying to
watch.
do
Don't
riddles,
watch.
football
Don't
riddles.
watch.
you know?
Big,
Wallahi.
there's so many big game players, bro.
I know.
You
Listen,
just straight to
Listen,
Drogba.
I don't
He
know
does
how
that every
listen,
week.
Can I say something?
He does
Can
that
I say
every
something?
week, believe
Can I
me.
say something? I'm gonna read it from the start. Read it from the start. I don't know how your minds think, but this is how my mind works.
I
Go.
rose when others crumbled
I
low.
thought Bruno Fernandes because Man United.
I find-
A mess, and this guy is standing up every
Yep.
game.
A
Carry
final
on.
night.
Okay, somebody that stood in a big game. Henri counted out Tawali. That's what I thought.
I
So
thought-
a big night is somebody that scored in Champions League final.
I
No, the game's
thundered-
over. You can't be.
said
I'm
that.
explaining because you're telling me. You're
not.
telling me.
You're an imposter every
You're
now.
not bro.
Okay,
Come
let's
on,
do
bro,
the next
keep
one.
it moving.
We'll move
Let's
on
do
to the next one, lads. They let me go. Said I was raw.
Salah.
Abdullah. No. This guy's.
I think I have one.
They let me go. You can say it whenever you want, but then you're
I
shunned
think
out.
I know who it is.
They let me go. Said I was raw, but I returned with sharper claw.
Ito.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Ito, Samuel Ito.
That's who I was gonna say.
Yeah, man.
I knew.
Boys,
all
by the
that.
way, you know, I stop on these pauses because the next line would have given it to all of you. A ginger brain. Immediately you
Now
would
that
have
one makes sense.
Wait, Salah as well. That's for Salah as well.
Nine,
Salah went
whatever.
and came
Come
back.
on.
Yeah,
I'm not
man,
even
I'm
doing
back in the game, man.
Come on, man. You guys, wallahi,
Abdullah, انت
wake up. I see Salah is similar. He left and came back.
Go on, last one.
Chelsea released him and he came back.
Get something today, please.
Boys,
Bro,
come on,
I was
man.
gonna get Salah after you already get Salah.
Yeah.
That's how bad my performance is today. Wallah al-Azim.
Wallahi, I heard you. Yaqub today is
And when I was about to say Samuel Ito, I was like, I think he didn't have a name. He said, Sam Dasser. And it was like anything.
Wallah al-Azim, what a horrible guy, man.
All right. Move on to the next one. I bite.
Suarez. Come on! Come on! There we go, 1 point.
Nice haircut.
Was it wrong?
It was right.
Oh, it's right.
Come on, man. Hey, come on, man. That's an easy one. I would thank you very much. I'll give you the money later.
Well done, Yaqub, wallahi.
Something, boys.
That's a good episode, yeah.
That's been Football Mafia, guys. Let us know, please, if you do enjoy that. If you do, because this is going to be something that we can do on a regular, with different casts, different people will be here. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you guys think. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Take care and peace.
All my niggas, we intimidated. All my they intimidated. Burn City, we intimidating. Got my young boy, and he intimidated. All my shooters, yeah, they really aiming with them cold niggas. We ain't got no patience. Money talks in my conversation. One niggas, they are imitators.
Ask my dogs, we intimidated. Ask my bro, we intimidated. How you poppin', no niggas hating, and I play the whole to keep